but he's still not able to survive because they did have the dust and they did have. It's a great thing about Fortune's Head. It's a really good early game nuke. Snaking going to work on Soxa. He's gonna have to get a bash, and he will. He'll find a bash and some good right-click time walks the rest of that damage. South comes out, though, so Soxa might be able to survive here. The pounce comes out, and Claire will secure the kill, but it's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange that does not favor the Void. He'll try to TP out, and he'll be able to do so just barely. The Dark Pact almost did enough damage to bring him down. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they get off the Fate's Edict, rather Purifying Flames on top of Patsoul's right-click with Metamorphosis, and of course, they had the dust up to secure the kill, so Void Boys, the most unfortunate thing in that situation is they do lose Snaking to nothing pretty much. He didn't get anything out of it, but some really good trades otherwise going across the map, and then he gets Sunstruck bottom, which probably shouldn't happen.
That was a pretty good trade just in general, 1-for-1 until that happened. Now Weehaw gets with the double stars, probably the only way he gets a kill there.
And that is a lot of damage with level 3/4 Starstorm, and it gets to squish your Invoker. So it's just a bit of an unfortunate thing for Weehaw to have happen against him. And now Snaking back top again, but there's the Pound Dark Pack. Snaking, Fate's Edict, Purifying Flames. There's not enough damage or not enough heals for that to come through. Rose up into Schwan. They've stayed too long. Sunstrike on top, not needed. Resolution finds himself another auto attack to get the kill. And that should be the end of it. It's a very aggressive early game. 12 kills, 7 minutes in. There's, I think, probably more kills than real farm happening. Is the only
hold up. Just some tower trading going on. Misery pressuring mid. Echo Stomp actually going to be off the mark as they TP back towards the mid. It's 747 in the front line. If he hits an arrow here, they'll get a kill, but it's a roar into Sunstrike. There's going to be a heal there, and he'll survive. Misery not going to be so lucky. A stray arrow does clip Weehaw.
Nice arrow.
Echo Stomp to follow up. Do they have any more damage?
They need Schwan. Oh, he has no mana for Purifying Flames. They just have to hit him.
Maybe
good
sets it up.
I think he's just dead. He has no Ghost Walk. Wow. That's two supports like with little to no mana, and all they really had was a Stomp. And Snaking looking top. Resolution. Snaking, by the way, is Chronosphere.
In fact, this has been a slower than usual Beastmaster game. You look at the overall net worth, he is low for the cores. He's actually at the very bottom of the pack. And, I mean, that is because he is position 4. It's a greedier lineup. We'll see Resolution up top. Chrono into Arrow. This should be a dead Slark. Nice. They've gotten more than enough damage. It's actually Clairvoyance that gets credit for that kill. Nice setup there. We're starting to feel the presence of that Elder Titan. But, you know, with a greedy lineup like this, I think it's somewhat expected.
He's quietly having a very strong game, but he's about to get potentially found by Resolution.
They're going to sandwich him here in the mid lane. Slark with a Shadow Blade going to rotate in. A Primal Roar. Sunstrike follow-up. Snake King's here. There's the Chrono, but Resolution's on the outside of it. Terrorblade gets healed up by Juan. It's DC that get turned on. Beastmaster and Brood fall quickly. Terrorblade does end up going down. Snake King stands his ground against the Crystal Maiden. Able to find a kill there. It's a 1-for-3. DC on the back foot. I think we might just need to get the hell out of Dodge. Echo Stomp will connect. He gets put to sleep right next to a Sentry.
Nice Forge Spirit.
Beautifully done. Sunstrike will come through, but it just doesn't matter. Fortune's End slows him down, and 1-for-4. Void Boys handily take the fight. 15-7. They're starting to take some presence in this game. It's about a 2K net worth swing. Great news for the Radiant.
The only big issue there
really opens up the map for the Broodmother. Moo taking a lot of damage. The Starstorm's bringing him down, but he will survive. Now the pressure into the tower comes. Finish off by the Broodmother. Spider Baby, 747. Caught by the Frostbite. Follow-up pounce from Resolution, but the return damage is huge. So much from 747. Now the Echo Stomp. Patsoul in meta brings down the CM. Moo helps set up a kill on the Mirana and does actually get credit for it. Now the retreat begins. TP home from Weehaw. He makes it. Moo gonna make it as well. DC get out of Dodge, and ultimately they get what they came for. It is a 2-for-3, a big net worth gain for them, and of course they get that tier 1.
I mean, you're now down to a net worth, I guess, evenness, neutrality, whatever word. I'm like throwing out verbal diarrhea at this point because of
evenness,
because of how this game is at this point. It's actually like,
yeah, I inhaled my tea by accident when that Invoker got chronoed, and I'm still recovering here. The one true king taking me down. See a kill on the Elder Titan. Finally, that unstoppable streak ended, and it does go to the Invoker, but Snake King.
I actually just don't do any damage.
Yeah, Resolution looking for vengeance on 747. He pops the Moonlight Shadow. They've got one of the Sentry wards, but he pounces out of it, or leap rather. Resolution trying to get in to close the gap. Another Sentry used. He gets off one more auto attack, and they get it. 3 Sentry wards, but they get the kill.
It's worth it.
My God, yeah, it absolutely is. That Mirana's been picking on Slark in the jungle all game, and finally, He gets a kill of his own. Snake King, though, he's
baiting
on his way
Soxa?
up. Uh-oh. There are sentry wards down here. Snake King, he
What?
misses the time walk
What?
down. Oh, no, Snake King, not like this. Oh, my good
God.
gracious. Why in God's name did that happen?
Snaky? Man.
Radiant's bottom
All
It's
right.
like one of those, like, that's the unfortunate thing about Snaky.
I don't know if you'd realize how short that time walk is. He was like right
Oh,
here,
I knew.
and he went like right here. Just it was so greedy. I can't believe he undershot it so much. Snake King, though, speaking of the devil, gets off a good chrono to break up the fight, sets it up on Misery.
Oh, my.
Out comes the Earth Splitter and completely redeeming himself after that small play up top. Gets a kill on 2 cores for DC, and now Void Boys will try to push up the mid. That's what natural order, the fresh maker. VB looking to siege the high ground, but Weeha starting to transition into some Quas-Wex here. Snake King goes in hard, but Arrow connects on Wee. It's a 3-second stun. Soxa gets destroyed by the TB, actually lives. Now BKB's popped, dies to the damage over time as Moo
dead.
goes in deep. Too
BKB
deep.
down, no buyback. Luckily for DC, that's going to be the end of the push from Void Boys. But that's just a BKB death, and he doesn't even kill that poor Oracle. I mean, Schwann's still alive throughout the end of that engagement.
Another
And
costly fight for DC, though. I mean, okay, he'll make it out. Now on the backside, Resolution going in deep. He's looking for a target, though. Astral Spirit comes out. Arrow flying through. Splits the 9s. Not going to connect quite yet. Resolution on the high ground. We'll just back out as Soxa drops the ult. Another scattered fight, but on the backline, Invoker does some pretty decent damage. They lose the Crystal Maiden. Now DC just start to split. Misery goes one way. The rest of the team goes the other. Pardon me, not Misery, Moo. Well, looks like Moo will be able to live for now. Do they have a gem? Is there any detection down? Yeah, Marana's the one with the gem. Oh, Moo. Yeah, he walks right into it. He learned all too well who the gem carrier was. It started as a really good fight for DC. They caught Snake King, and then it all just kind of crumbled from there.
that was a sick Oracle fight.
Comes up, another Sunstrike into the pit. This time it hits
Here
Roche.
comes Rezo.
Resolution goes in. He's looking for an Aegis Snatch, but can he get it off? Roche
Yes.
dies to the Radiant, but snatched by the Slark. He'll fall, but he baits out an Earth Splitter, and it's honestly a pretty good play. Soxa on the high ground gets off a great freezing field, doing some good peripheral damage, but Slark gets destroyed as he comes back. Moo may suffer a similar fate. He's trying to make it away, can't get to the high ground. He will go invisible just in time. They've got a gem, but it's on the backside. Speaking of the backside, it's Misery that comes flying on in. Primal Roar sets up the kill onto Marana. Patsoul with the BKB turns and tries to fight. DC still hanging on for now. It's another one of these long, chaotic fights, but now on the backside, Moo finally gets caught out as he walks into a sentry. Now back the other way, Patsoul frozen by the CM there. Wee sets up the kill, and it's another even exchange. Snake King trying to set up onto Wee. He'll be forced to time walk away. The Spirit, Echo Stomp on 2. Maybe they can turn, but no, it's just a full retreat from the Void Boys. The Drag Boys.
Frostbite.
Oh my God, they catch him with the Frostbite. Sunstrike not going to be needed. Snake King trying to find the kill. He gets it with his first auto
They
attack.
already TP'd out with Weeha. He went back to the well.
Oh,
It's with Snake King
no.
versus Misery. Snake King, does he have time left? No, he can't get it off in time. And now the gems dropped on the deck. Who's going to get the courier there first? It's a race. It is a race of the couriers, or is it just going to be
He's
Rezo
smoked
who
up.
walks-
Tier 3 tower down. They don't have a glyph. Beastmaster up in 10. What do they do here, Mott? It's go time.
I think they
Snake
might just lose
King.
their melee racks.
Yep, they sure do. Initiated on BKB used. There's the
Chrono.
Chrono. Catches on 2. Sets up onto the CM as well as the Slark. Resolution can't do anything. And it's a pretty convincing fight for Void Boys. Starting to look like this could be their game.
That's if you have a Vengeful Spirit there. You swap out the Slark. He's able to survive another day with Chrono down. He can start doing work. But again, Resolution just too underfarmed at this point. Patsoul's Metamorphosis out of mana. So luckily, though, at level 3 Ultimate, no mana required for Sunder. However, Snake and getting roared up. Necro units bring him down instantly. Buyback coming in from Resolution. They want to try to find a fight here. It's easier said than done as Weeha is on the hunt, looking for Patsoul. Again, no mana to work with. He's got Sunder, and he's going to have to use it here. Good arrow onto Moo to stop him from fighting. There's the stomp as well. Patsoul gets off the Sunder onto Weeha to stay fresh in fighting. Resolution has to pop the Shadow Dance, and Patsoul getting kited, slowed down, and brought down to his knees. And in the end, his face is in the dirt, dead. I see will take a fall, but they have already secured at least melee racks down bottom, and a buyback out of the Slark, who is so far behind at this point that it just might be too much, Andrew.
Yeah, it's another decent net worth swing for DC.
Patsoul still metamorphosis. Looking for Moo. He pops the BKB. Going to work with the Scotty. Can't find anybody. And there's that Aegis now picked up finally. Slark has some breathing room here as it's been so close. Misery continue to pushing top, but now the freezing field. Patsoul can't get off the center. Yes, he can. In time, barely gets the kill on Soxa, but now Patsoul slowed up. Cold Snap has to make a conjure image. Evening Blast comes through, and they will lose said Terrorblade. Leap away from 747. He'll try to TP out, but there's the tornado in time. Sunstrike on top. 747 avoids it, but does get killed, and Rezo finds himself a double in the process, as he is, of course, now with that Aegis. And like you said, it's just it takes one good fight, and Rezo gets 1,000 gold just from that fight alone. Andrew.
That was an absolute Terrorblade. They will be repelled.
If Snaking dies there, he has no buyback, and then the game might just end. And Rezo's looking for Claire. He's in trouble. He doesn't have buyback, or no, he does. Deafening Blast, False Promise, Roar. They're throwing everything at him. The Air Splitter comes out, will do some nice damage, but not nearly enough. Rezo going toe-to-toe with Patsoul. Has to pop the Shadow against Does that Aegis, mind you. And again, Snaking, he's got no
Oh, the bash!
Gets bashed up, and he's dead for 80. Are they just going to lose off the back of this fight? I can't even believe it.
Oh, my God. All the buybacks coming now, but Terrorblade's down. He's out of the game for 90 seconds. It's DC all the way. BKB popped by 747, but he's relegated to the well. Mod, they're actually going to do this. 3 down for a minute without buyback. All 5 alive on DC. It's a ridiculous net worth swing of about 6K gold.
For 6 minutes, Moo has cheese still. His BKB is back up at 10 Weehaw. He's got all of his abilities probably refreshed, ready to go with his Octarine. The cheese is popped, the glyph will go, and Resolution looking for more blood. He'll find 747. The pounce is up, the leap not away in time. And Rezo is dominating. All 5 will fall. Momentarily, the Sunstrike hits. He uses himself just narrowly in time, and he will survive. But everyone from DC, healthy, fighting fit megas, comes out. All 5 with buyback. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe DC just won that game off of one bad Roche engagement that turns into death after death after death after death.
I mean, the ridiculous part about it isn't that DC won, it's just the fashion that they did it. They were never so far behind that they were completely out of this game, but Void Boys were at a pretty good spot. I mean, now it was literally like almost a 10K lead to a 20K swing after so many kills back and forth. It was just a great team fight setup with Void Boys losing too many cores off the back of that Roche fight. They couldn't take the heat, and now they're forced to get out of the kitchen. DC take it 2-0 and drop them down to the lower bracket.
That's heartbreaking. Whew. That is the most heartbreaking way to lose a game that you will ever see. Now, by no means were Void Boys ever in complete control of